Today is Monday, November the 10th, and this is a rapid reaction edition to Gamecock Pod Daily as South Carolina and Dawn Staley have landed a commitment from five-star wing from the Golden Bear State of California, Kaeli Wynn. We will discuss more on the other side next on a special edition of Gamecock Pod Daily.
It's time for Gamecock Pod Daily with Keith Alsep.
For the next 3 to 4 years, I'll be committed to the University of South Carolina.
This is Rodgers again to the 25, 20, 15, 10. Rodgers scores! Jackie Bradley Jr. delivered for the Gamecocks. Walks it up, looking for Kelly. Touchdown! Can you believe it?
And South Carolina is sending shockwaves through the SEC.
Frederick plays it in at the buzzer. That's a win! Unbelievable! I don't believe it! I do not believe it!
And now, live from Studio 54 of the Gamecock Pod Studios, here's the Cockfather himself, Keith Alsep.
All right, everybody, welcome into this special edition of Gamecock Pod Daily. We'll also be streaming this on YouTube. Just moments ago, as this podcaster had anticipated, South Carolina and Dawn Staley add a commitment from 6'2" wing Kaeli Wynn of Mater Dei High School in Santa Ana, California. And this is a significant pickup for Dawn Staley and the Gamecocks for several reasons. Let me adjust my microphone. So Dawn Staley and the Gamecocks have recruited the state of California for over a decade. And they've come close many, many times to landing one of the top players out of California. Go back to Aaliyah Boston's class and Haley Jones, who was actually rated the #1 player in the country that year. For a while, it looked like South Carolina would be her choice, but she chose to stay home at Stanford. This past year, South Carolina recruited Kennedy Jones and Jordan Lee, both top 10 prospects in the country. Jordan Lee chose Texas over South Carolina. And on Saturday, South Carolina will square off against Kennedy Jones. And quite frankly, in my opinion, in that class, Joyce Edwards, Sarah Strong, and Kennedy Jones were the best 3 players in the country. And South Carolina has Tahina Pau, who they got from the transfer portal. Before her, Destiny Littleton, who is from California as well. But South Carolina had never been able to persuade one of the top high school prospects in the country to choose South Carolina. That ended today. And I'm not so sure the Gamecocks are finished in the Golden Bear State, but more on that in a minute. So Kaeli Wynn, a 6'2" wing from Mater Dei, California. She is a 3-level scorer. She has the skill set of a big guard, but can play offensively multiple positions. She's capable of playing the high post with her back to the basket, can drive, but also a knockdown 3-point shooter, which is what made her one of the most coveted prospects in the country. And Wynn is rated number 17 nationally by ESPN. And with a strong senior year, it would not surprise me at all to see her jump into the top 10 to 12 players in the country. She had at one point a dislocated kneecap last year, but she had a tremendous junior season. Wynn is from a basketball family. She visited Texas Tech, Michigan State, Louisville, Stanford, and South Carolina. She actually visited the Gamecocks the first weekend in September and then made other visits. Homecoming weekend, Kaeli Wynn returned to South Carolina with another California prospect, Jersey Robinson, as part of her official visit delegation. Prospects are allowed to bring, I think, up to 4 people with them. Kaeli Wynn came back with Jersey Robinson for her official visit. They attended South Carolina's scrimmage against Anderson College that night. And so we'll just have to see. Jersey Robinson also expected to decide this week. South Carolina, UConn, and LSU, and she is a consensus top 5 player in the country and the number 1 guard in the country. She is out of Sierra Canyon High School in the Los Angeles area. So as I said, Wynn comes from a basketball family. Her mom played at Southern Cal with somebody Dawn Staley knows very well, Lisa Leslie. She was head coach at Long Beach State and the University of Washington prior to taking over the position of the girls basketball coach at Mater Dei High School, where she coaches Kayleigh. Kayleigh's sister Jada signed with Colorado and this year will play at UC Irvine, where her father, Derek, is an assistant coach. And so, reading from a write-up on ESPN from Kaeli Wynn, it says, among the standout performers of the MUA Invitational Tournament in Honolulu, Hawaii, was 6'2" forward Kaeli Wynn, whose exceptional play turned heads throughout the event. As the tournament progressed, so did Wynn's game, elevating her performance with each passing matchup. Wynn is a versatile forward with the skill set of a big guard, blending power and finesse to make an impact on both ends of the floor. Offensively, she's a 3-level scorer, equally effective in finishing in the paint, pulling up in the mid-range, or knocking down shots from well beyond the arc. Defensively, she's a game changer, protecting the rim with authority and possessing the agility to defend on the perimeter. What truly sets Wynn apart, however, is her leadership and playmaking ability. She steps up in critical moments, delivering big plays when her team needs them most. Her toughness and competitive edge make her a nightmare for opponents and a dream recruit for high major programs. And so Kaeli Wynn's stock is on the rise. Brandon Clay of 24/7 Sports, his scouting report on Wynn He says Wynn is one of the country's most versatile options at the forward position. As a result, her stock continued to rise during her junior season that saw Wynn playing for a modern-day team coached by her mom, Jody. Kayleigh's versatility was on full display as she made open jumpers, rebounded the basketball, and even helped handle the opposing team's pressure when All-America teammate Addie Deal was out of the game. Wynn has been on a tear the last 12 months, and not even a dislocated knee down the home stretch of the high school season could sideline her for long. She has the tools and moxie to be productive in the right fit at the college level. So a lot of folks are extremely high on Kaeli Wynn. She committed just moments ago to Sean London of 24/7 Sports. Has the write-up in a heated recruiting battle. Wynn picks the Gamecocks. Kaeli Wynn today announced her decision choosing the Gamecocks over Stanford. The 6'2 prospect becomes the latest addition to Dawn Staley's nationally dominant program, continuing South Carolina's run of attracting some of the country's top high school talent. Quoting Kaeli Wynn, Coach Staley is an incredible human being. She cares about me so much off the court as a person, and that's really what stood out the most, how personable she is and how we built such a great relationship. I love the winning standard she's made at South Carolina. I'm really excited to contribute to the program, win championships, and just win basketball games. I know she's going to help push my game even further and push me to be the best I can be. Wynn's decision came after strong consideration for both the Cardinal of Stanford and the Gamecocks. Wynn said, "It took me about 2 months to fully process both visits. It really came down to a gut feeling. God told me this is where I'm supposed to be, and I took the leap of faith. Not many people make the move from California to South Carolina, but I'm excited. This is going to be a big step for me, and I'm ready to experience a different place and a different culture and to grow as a person and a player." During her visit, Wynn said she was impressed by South Carolina's tempo, the team chemistry, and fan support. "I love how they push the ball and how unselfish everyone on their team is," she said. "They don't care who scores the most points. They just care about winning. The fan support is incredible, having lines of crowds wanting and waiting to get in and being fully engaged in an exhibition game is rare. There's no better fans than Gamecock Nation." Wynn describes herself as a versatile and team-oriented player willing to fill any role the coaching staff needs. "I'm the type of player who will play whatever position coach needs me to play. Personally, I just want to be the best teammate I can be and contribute as much as I can on and off the court. As a team, we just want to win the SEC regular season championship, the SEC tournament, and a national championship." I think that's pretty much the opposite of Kim Mulkey and LSU because they don't care about winning the SEC, she said. And with their non-conference cupcake schedule, you can see why. All right, so Wynn is now the second member of South Carolina's class, joining 6'4" forward Kelsey Andrews. Andrews is a native of Alabama and plays at IMG. And her head coach at IMG thinks she is the number one post player in the country. A native of Hazel Creek, Alabama, Andrews was first offered by Jolette Law and Dawn Staley following her 7th grade year. She is ranked number 7 in the country by All-Star Girls Report, one of the top scouting services in the country, number 18 by ESPN, and number 20 by Rivals and Blue Star Scouting Service, another of the premier collegiate scouting services in the country. Andrews was Team USA teammates with Jersey Robinson in 2023 and 2024, winning gold medals in the 16 and under and 17 and under AmeriCup with the 16 and under and 17 and under national teams. She is a modern day post player. She can score with her back to the basket. She can take you off the dribble. She can play in the high post as well as knock down shots from behind the three-point line. She chose the Gamecocks over LSU, Baylor, Tennessee, Notre Dame, Ohio State, Auburn, and Mississippi State. Andrews is no stranger to adversity, tearing her right ACL following the 2022 season and her left ACL after the 2023 season. She left after 2 years of 7A high school ball in Alabama, transferred to IMG, where she helped lead them to the Chipotle National Championship last spring, besting Agot McKeer, Sanaya Hall, and Montverde Academy. And in that game, Andrews had 12 points, 13 rebounds, and 2 block shots. Staley herself is no stranger to knee problems, having 8 knee surgeries during her playing career. Andrews pointed out after committing the Gamecocks that it was Coach Law and Coach Staley's loyalty and consistency with her, never wavering or backing away due to her knee injuries. So there you have it. South Carolina would love to add Jersey Robinson from, where did I say? Sierra Canyon. That's where LeBron James' son played high school basketball. We'll see if the Gamecocks can hit the California daily double. Frankly, I won't be surprised, but this is a big commitment, a historic commitment for Dawn Staley, as she's landed players from Brazil, Canada, from so many states, not just the Carolinas, Georgia, Florida, DC, Maryland, New Jersey, New York, Massachusetts is where Aaliyah Boston played her high school basketball. Zia Cook and Breezy Hall from Ohio, Bree Beal from Illinois, Ty Harris from Indiana. Agot McKeer was born in North Dakota. You have 2 Texas natives on the team now. But Dawn Staley landing a big commitment from Kaeli Wynn, and starting to chip away at the last frontier. Stay tuned to this channel as we will be back with more recruiting news should it break tomorrow or Wednesday. We are closely monitoring Jersey Robinson, and perhaps National Signing Day could bring an international player to South Carolina's program. This is Keith Alsep, and this has been episode 1883 of Gamecock Pod Daily, a rapid reaction special edition to the historic commitment of Kaeli Wynn. Keith Alsep signing off, saying God bless, go Gamecocks, and stay tuned to this channel. Good night, everybody.